They're watching, they're waiting. And while the retail masses are panicking, hitting that sell button faster than a lightning strike, something far more significant, far more calculated is happening beneath the surface of the Kaspa market. Right now, as you're seeing those red candles, as the FUD spreads like wildfire, the biggest players, the undisputed whales of the Kaspa ecosystem, are doing the exact opposite of what you might expect. They're not selling. They're quietly, relentlessly loading up. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why. You'll see the evidence, and you'll grasp the potentially monumental implications of this secret maneuver. Alright, let's get straight into it. For many of you watching, the recent price action of Kaspa has been, to put it mildly, unsettling. We've seen KAS drop from its recent highs, settling in around the 7-cent mark. For the uninitiated, for those new to the volatile world of crypto, this kind of dip can trigger a visceral fear response. You see red, your heart races, and the first instinct is to cut your losses, right? But here's where the narrative shifts. Here's where the expert eye, trained to spot the anomalies, comes into play. Because while the casual investors are caught in this emotional vortex, shedding their bags like autumn leaves, something entirely different is unfolding amongst the largest wallets in the Kaspa ecosystem. We're talking about wallets holding tens, even hundreds of millions of dollars in KAS. These aren't your typical day traders looking for a quick scalp. These are entities, individuals, or institutions with deep pockets, iron stomachs, and a long-term vision that extends far beyond the hourly chart. And what are they doing during this dip? According to granular on-chain data compiled by our friends at Kaspa Daily, the evidence is stark. Look at this. Wallet 5, a staggering 3 million KAS picked up. Wallet 7, an additional 2 million KAS added to their war chest. Wallet 9, an incredible 3.4 million KAS acquired. Do you understand the significance of these numbers? We're talking about millions of dollars being deployed into a falling market. This isn't panic selling, this is calculated strategic accumulation. It screams of a confidence that most people just don't possess when they see red. And it begs the question, what do they know that we don't? What are they seeing that allows them to remain so utterly unshaken? Their strategy, on the surface, seems deceptively simple. Buy when prices are low. But the timing and the scale of these buys, especially in proximity to crucial historical support zones, reveal a far more sophisticated play. This isn't just about buying the dip, it's about anticipating the bounce. Now, if that discrepancy between retail panic and whale accumulation isn't enough to raise your eyebrows, let's dive into another critical indicator that most casual investors completely overlook: funding rates. In the derivatives market, funding rates are a fascinating barometer of sentiment. Positive funding rates mean that traders holding long positions, those betting on price going up, are paying a premium to those holding short positions, betting on price going down. Essentially, the optimists are paying the pessimists to keep their positions open. And here's the kicker. Even with Kaspa's price pulling back to 7 cents across major exchanges, funding rates for KAS remain overwhelmingly positive. Think about that for a second. The spot price is dropping, causing panic. Yet in the futures market, the smart money, the leveraged money, is still overwhelmingly positioned for an uptrend. They are paying to stay long. This isn't just a strong sign, it's a defiant statement of underlying bullish sentiment. It tells us that despite the superficial price action, the conviction in Kaspa's future remains incredibly strong amongst a significant portion of the trading community. They're not just hoping for a rebound, they're actively positioning for it. They're not running for the hills, they're sharpening their swords. This isn't panic, this is preparation, and it sets the stage for the true secret weapon that the Kaspa whales are exploiting. Now let's pull back the curtain on the real strategic masterpiece. This is where the confluence of whale activity and market structure becomes undeniable. Kaspa has a long-term trend line, a silent, powerful force that has acted like a magnet for buyers, time and time again. You can see it clearly on the weekly chart, a steady, upward-sloping line that has historically provided robust support for major rallies. Every single time the price has approached this trend line, what has happened? It's bounced back with significant force. This isn't just some random line I drew on a chart. This line represents a major liquidity zone. It's where the big buyers, the whales we just talked about, have historically stepped in. It's where they found their entry points, accumulating vast sums of KS during dips, knowing that this level has historically marked the beginning of a new leg up. And guess what? Right now as you're watching this, Kaspa is testing that exact same level again. This, my friends, is why many seasoned analysts, myself included, believe this current dip isn't the end. It's not a capitulation event. This could be the calm before the storm, the strategic re-entry point before the next explosive move. The whales accumulating millions of KAS right now, they understand the profound significance of this trend line. They've seen this pattern play out before. They know that when the price gets this close, it often signals the ignition sequence for a new rally. We saw it in 2023, we saw it in early 2024. Each time touching this critical support level sparked monumental bullish runs. So, from their strategic perspective, this recent weakness in Kaspa's price isn't a threat. It's not a reason to panic. It is, in fact, a golden opportunity. A rare chance to accumulate a significant position at a discounted price, just before the potential liftoff. If Kaspa holds this level, if it consolidates here and begins to bounce, we are not just looking at a minor rebound. We could be witnessing the formation of a brand new uptrend, potentially propelling KAS towards and even beyond its previous all-time highs. Alright, let's bring it all together. Kaspa's underlying structure, its resilience, and its long-term narrative. It all looks incredibly strong as long as the price stays above this crucial trend line. We have the undeniable evidence of whales adding millions to their bags. There's also the consistent positive funding rates indicating sustained bullish sentiment in the derivatives market. And, we have the technical setup perfectly aligned with historical precedent, pointing directly towards a possible, even probable, rebound. This might not be the time to succumb to fear. In fact, for those who truly understand the long-term vision and technological prowess of Kaspa, this could actually be one of the most strategic, most opportune times to accumulate. What the whales seem to know, what the charts are screaming, and what the on-chain data is whispering, is that this current dip, this moment of doubt, could simply be the calm before the next truly massive rally. The silent accumulation is happening. The stage is being set. Are you ready? Important disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. All information presented in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments are highly speculative and volatile, and you could lose all of your invested capital. Always conduct your own thorough research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the crypto markets. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and stay ahead of the curve. Peace.